And so, never bet against the old bald eagle. He'll be 76 next Thursday, and he's on his way to Kentucky again with Sunday Silence. But perhaps a bigger question here is what happened to Houston? We'll be trying to find out, of course. We hope we can before we leave the air this afternoon. Houston finishing way back, never made his big move, had the lead, fell back on the far turn, and it was all over for the horse that Wayne Lucas has called the greatest horse he ever trained. But Sunday Silence is the center stage horse right now. Now let's take a look at the starting gate. Here is Houston coming out. Looked like they might have come together a little bit. Didn't look too serious. There you see him being squeezed, however. And all right, Sunday Silence on an isolated camera. Now Sunday Silence number 4 in the yellow and gray silks. There he is on the right of your screen. And they got a bit of a Houston sandwich right there between him and Hawkster. Houston now trying to get himself into a better position under Lafitte Pinkai Jr., and he couldn't be in more capable hands than that. At this point, and for most of the race, it looked like Houston was just about where he wanted to be. Number 2 there just moved out of your picture. That was Flying Continental, who would finish second in the end with a fine finish. So the leaders at this point were Houston and Music Merci. Houston taking the lead on the clubhouse turn. It had been thought that perhaps the long shot, Mr. Bulge, might hold the lead that long. But no. And the early splits were very fast. The final time of 1:47 3/5 was 3/5 of a second off the stakes record and well off the track record of 1:45 4/5 set by Star Spangled. Lucky Debonair then still holds the Derby record, the Santa Anita Stakes record. Now here is Sunday Silence in a perfect position behind the leaders, behind Houston and Music Merci. Pat Valenzuela has had his problems in the last year or so with drugs. He has battled back from that. Charlie Whittingham gave him his big opportunity today, and he has certainly made the most of it. From a racing family, his father and his uncle were jockeys. Now look at Music Merci on the rail, beginning to move up on Houston. Sunday Silence just keeping them in his sights. And now all three. Here Houston begins to fall back. And here you knew that something was wrong. He couldn't keep up with Music Merci or with Sunday Silence. And Sunday Silence taking the lead as they came to the head of the stretch. Sunday Silence, owned by Arthur Hancock III and Charlie Whittingham and Dr. Gaylord, headed for a bit of glory. I think he might have been looking for Houston at that point, and he couldn't find him in either direction. Hitting him with the stick left-handed. Making sure, and here, the live picture, there is jockey Pat Valenzuela. We'll be back with the official result of the race. Remember, it is not official as yet. If we can find out anything about Houston Silence, Flying Continental, Music Merci, Hawkster, Houston, and Mr. Bulge, no word as yet on what happened to Houston. That's it for now, and back to you, Frank.